Daf Yomi, tractate Bava, Metzia, page 97b, top of the page with the words B'Shah, Shahasa, Shula, Mesa. Um, we're in the middle of the Mishnah. We'll start the Mishnah over again, the bottom of 97a. Okay. Mishnah, bottom 97a. There is one who borrowed a cow. He borrowed it for half of a day and rented it for half the day. Or he borrowed it for today and rented it for tomorrow, or he rented one cow and borrowed another one from the same person. And in one of the first two cases, the cow died, and it's not clear during which period the cow died. Or in the last case, one of the cows died, and it is not clear whether it had been the borrowed cow or the rented cow. If the lender then says the borrowed cow is the one that died, or it died on the day that it was being borrowed, now we're 97b at the top with the words B'Shah, Shahisa, She'ula, Mesa. Or it died during the period in which it was being borrowed, so that, according to his claim, the borrower is liable to pay for the cow. And the other one, the borrower says, I do not know what happened. The borrower is liable to pay. If the renter says the rented cow is the one that died, or it died on the day it was being rented, or it died during the period in which it was being rented, and the other one, the owner of the cow, says, I do not know what happened, the renter is exempt. If this owner says with certitude, the borrowed cow is the one that died, and that renter says with certitude, the rented cow is the one that died, then the renter takes an oath that the rented cow is the one that died, and he is then exempt from liability. If this one says, I do not know what happened, and that one says, I do not know what happened, then they divide the disputed amount. The bailey is liable to pay for only half the value of the cow. Gemara conclude from the Mishnah that in a comparable situation where one says to another, I have 100 dinars in your possession, and the other one says, I do not know whether or not I have your money, that the defendant is liable to pay. The Gemara suggests, let us say that it is a conclusive refutation of the opinion of Rav Nachman, and it was stated that the Amoraim disagreed about the following case. With regard to one who approaches another and says, I have 100 dinars in your possession, and the other one says, I do not know. Rav Huna and Rav Yehuda say the respondent is liable to pay because he did not deny the claim. Rav Nachman and Rav Yochanan say he is exempt from payment. The Gemara refutes this contention, just as Rav Nachman says. In that context, he is liable to pay only in a case where there is a matter of an oath between them. Here too, in a case where there is a matter of an oath between them. In that case, Rav Nachman rules that he is liable to pay only if he is already liable to take an oath concerning his denial of part of the claim. Since he does not know if he owes this sum, and he is therefore unable to take the oath he is liable to take, he must pay. In this case as well, since the bailee does not know what occurred, he cannot take an oath and must pay. The Gemara asks, what are the circumstances of a matter of an oath? The Gemara explains in accordance with the statement of Rava,